Welcome back to Satisfactory. Starting off with the map so you can get a sense of where we are. We're way down here. Our nuclear power plant's over here. And our main base is over here. So we're in a remote location. And we're here to add nitrogen gas to our drone network. Now, this is a remote location, so I feel comfortable building completely and totally off the grid. There's no situation where I'm going to want to connect this to the grid by ground, so we're just going to make it work for this. Basically, the first thing I want to do is just get a little bit of a foundation going. Uh-oh, we've got a power slug over there. Pick that up in a second. Try to get this going all the way into the ground over here, right? Just like this. I have just enough room for get this power slug, so we're going to get this out of the way. Hate to forget to get 5 power shards. Now let's think about what we want to do here. If we put the gas in here, we can use this as sort of an underground service layer. So we would add the gas around this part. I think the simplest thing to do would be to go ahead and build the pressurizer. And then the well extractors. Oh, it won't let you even build it until you've powered it. These things are gonna point kind of towards our shipping area. Maybe this one goes out this way and connects up. This one should go towards... Not sure what I want to do way back here. Yeah, we'll just point it kind of towards the target. So the direction of the gas doesn't matter. Then we have our drone blueprint. Let's see what we got here. So we want to angle this sort of towards, but we want it to be straight next to each other, right? So we can connect the batteries. So this needs to be a little wider on this side of the world. Maybe we can get one more without causing too much controversy. Yep. And then let's put one more on this side, even though we're probably building it to the hill at this point. Let's get some power up here. If we put down our nitrogen blueprint, let's see, which one do we want to put down first? Everything's bigger than I think it's going to be. Even things that are just 4x4. So that's the direction we want to be. I think that's where we want to put this. Well, maybe, maybe not. So the output, does this side look like again? That's definitely the input side. We might not have enough room in here. We might need to give ourselves a little bit more foundation. Sorry about that. We need to give ourselves a little bit more room. So here's what we'll do. We will put this down. Now I'm curious if I can do this all from under. I'm pushing the limits though because we're not going to have enough room to do all the connections here. It's basically at ground level at that point. Let's put together our nitrogen first. One of these days I'll learn how to spell. The original plan was to give ourselves room for one foundation for service layers. Right there, I think is about right. Doesn't matter. We've clicked the button. That's what it is. And then we know we want to put in a single foundation as our vertical service layer base. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and give ourselves a power connection. Try to make it discreet. Okay, that looks about right. And we'll cordon off this side as well. Did I build that wall too high? Oh yeah, way too high. And this one too low. All right, so we're in here now. We're gonna have to do something interesting to get all this connected. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in some floor holes. Ooh, can't put it there though. That's where our that's where we're gonna put our entry points for our gas containers. Let's get that started because we do have some interesting things that we need to do against the drones portion of this. So we'll go for our blueprint. Bring in drones. Our drone port remote. Personally, this is one of my most. I'm really enjoying this blueprint. It's probably not a traditional blueprint that people concern themselves with, but I'm really liking this. Go into blueprint mode so we can easily get the next one in right next to it. Unfortunately, this visual bug is still here. And we need to power this side of the world. Reiterate my desire for nighttime mode. Over here, we're gonna say this is our nitro battery demand. We're going to tell this port to connect to battery passive shipper. Go to transport, ask for a drone. Go to this and dump our personal supply of batteries that we keep on us just for that purpose. The output side of this battery piece comes out. Wait, that's not how we do that, is it? It comes out, it goes down. Let's see, the batteries come into the port. They come out of the output. And then we ship them directly from the output back into the input, right? Because inside of this drone port, it has its own storage, 3 batteries. It's actually kind of amazing. So it brings in batteries, drops it down, they get stored, then they get shipped over into the input, which means they come up here, but we really don't want to ship out batteries. I guess I'll fix that visual bug there. And then for these, we're gonna come out, then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna split this. So that hooks batteries up. And then over here, we're gonna ship the nitrogen gas out once we're done. But for a second, what we're gonna do going to use this to grab some copper sheets. I didn't bring enough copper sheets with me, so we're going to temporarily drag in some copper sheets. As soon as this drone returns with some batteries, that is. Or no, I could steal some from over here. You don't need any of these. So he'll make a couple trips, bring out some copper sheets for us, and then we'll figure out the rest. And here comes our battery drone now. So that's working. Now see... Uh-oh. Have I messed up? I may have messed up. Yeah. This light control panel is on a major network somehow. I'll figure that out afterwards. Somehow this light control panel is controlling that drone port over there, which is what we don't want. Alright, so now batteries being delivered. Question mark. Yes. They come down, they go into storage, they come back up, they get delivered to each of the battery ports for these local drones. Now both of these drone ports are ready to go, and we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, once the actual thing comes in here, which is I guess we want it to be empty nitrogen containers, right? I might need a third one of these. Because if this brings in empties... Oh, you know, that's it. We don't want to constantly bring in the empties. We want to recycle the empties. So we're going to bring in a couple of copper sheets. Then we're going to stop that. Then we're going to bring in a couple of empty nitrogen containers. Then we're going to stop that. And then we're going to use this port to ship out packaged nitrogen gas. That's the plan. And whoever takes the nitrogen gas from us will also be responsible for unpacking it and shipping back the empties. Yes. Okay. We want this to be our input. I suppose we could do both. That's our empty nitrogen gas, comes through here, goes up, hits the second level. Okay, so nitrogen gas containers ready to go. So the problem here is we've got a lot of potential nitrogen gas. It's 120 per. And we've got 10 of them, so that's 1,200. It's 1,200 gas. And they're all equal. So I think we're going to try to get this in 4 ports, 2 on each side, and that'll let the machines decide based on their draw how much gets pulled in. But the question is do we have the space to pull this off? I need to be in a pipe toolbar. Yeah, let's just do that. One moment. Let's see if there's space to even connect there. Looking good so far. So each one of these wants 240 per minute. Yeah, we're way over capacity. We're way over capacity. Let's see here. We need to connect at least one more ground port. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. This will take care of all of it right by itself. So this is going to be way underutilized. Unless we overclock. We will have the ability to overclock if we need more nitrogen gas. Let's go ahead and connect this. Oh yeah, we need to stop the copper sheet import. However many we have, we probably have enough now. And let's tell you now to go grab some... Oh, perfect timing. Matter of fact, I'm going to put you on standby so you won't take off without me here. And then we're going to tell this port to go pick up empty fuel tank. Then we'll turn you back on. You should drop off the copper sheets and then take off for the fuel tank. Let's put together a wall here. Nice thing about gas is that it's gas, so you don't have to deal with pumps. I think I want to change this one. Let's see, each one of these is putting out 120, right? So that's, well, I guess we can just say 120 instead of it. So that's 5. So half of this is just in one pipe. Wow. But we don't want to go, we don't want to lock ourselves in like that. So we're going to make it 3 per pipe. So we'll connect this one to it as well. And then we'll call that a day. Those 3 are connected to there. This one doesn't make sense anymore. And then on this one, that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 6 more of these. How many of these do we have to connect inside here? So we've got 2 that we're potentially using. And we've connected 2 more, so that leaves us with 4. We've got 2 there and 2 there. Okay, well, that's straightforward. So we've got 6 connections left. Man, I'm right on the edge of having power at all times over here, and it's quite annoying. And yes, every time that thing executes, it is shaking the screen. I thought I needed some copper sheets, but apparently I didn't need that many. That's okay. I knew how to order some more. What we did run out of is plastic. I might have to do something to get around this area. All right, the nitrogen gas is making its way in. Ooh, this is clipping right into the ground. We'll let it keep going until it has enough. To kind of fill up the storage. So I could bring these empties out by hand, but why do that when I've got a drone port to do the work? So the empties are the output. And this is our single input for those. Here's hoping we've got enough room for all this. Wait, floor is too steep. I think this connector is connected wrong. Yeah. I still might be out of materials, but that's definitely wrong. There we go. Empty containers go in. We actually should be processing now. Yeah, so the empty containers come in here. They get used. The remaining go upstairs to get used up here. Looks like the original plan was for the... I think what I'm gonna do, if there's space downstairs... Uh-oh, I might be out of iron rods. I am constantly running iron rods, and I am constantly... Well, in this case, I actually did leave some for me. Thanks, me. So the thought is that I could connect everything right here like this. But in order to do that, I'd have to connect this underground. And then we've got this little baby side over here. We'll connect that underground. We'll do our famous connect a merger directly to a lift. Boy, this pipe really wants to get in the way. Oh, these guys don't have power. That's bad news. Need to upgrade the blueprint. Oh, that's already a Mark II. And then we have this upper level that we need to connect here. So I think we can do our famous we might not clip this to hell. We'll see. So now everything gets merged into this one storage container, which then doubles to another storage container. And now this is the official output, the done and done output. Nitrogen gas does expand on the belt effectively. It goes from, well, no, I guess it's equal. 60 containers is 60 containers. It's actually convenient to transport because 60 nitrogen gas containers equals 240 nitrogen gas. So this is built for drone transportation. Are you full over here? You're unloading what you got. Can I hit standby for you so you don't take off again? I think we're done with that. Just thinking about it here. If we had a totally full area over here, then we would definitely be done, right? Do we have empties in our output? I just didn't want to manually drag a bunch of empties out here, so. Theoretically, whatever we leave is what we're going to get. Let's let the drone go a couple more times. We'll bring in a few more empties. Then this output now, we need to get over to this input. But we need to make sure we don't connect it until we tell this drone port to do something else. Just gonna drop down to a lower level so we can get everything connected. All right, well, that turned out to be a lot easier than I had planned. We're getting pretty close to done here. Get this nicely walled off. Oh my goodness. There's suddenly this is a battle of a whole bunch of boars. They're putting up a fight. There we go. Okay. So we're making walls. And I think we could ramp this side. All right, that's enough. We're going to turn this into nitro gas packed passive shipper. Oh, passive ship. And then this will connect to here. And so all of these guys pack it. Well, they take the empties from this side. They pack it, and it comes back to the input here. And then they've got one storage container with built-in storage. And then it goes up to here. And then whoever takes this nitro gas has to unpack it and send the empties back. And then those empties get used over again. I like that. That's working. And then we put a little bit of a wall. I guess I can put doors on both sides. We're right at an hour, so we can finish up. How do I want to design this? Let's go 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, 3. Well, that obviously is not what I did on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So just building at a bunch of 1 meter walls and then deleting every other one of them. It's not going to let us fit those lights in, so we'll have to use the other lights. We're not going to put in 1,000 of them. We're just going to put in 1 on each side here. For some reason, I feel like I can tell that there's no glass there. So there you go. That's what I would call a nitrogen gas facility. Drones one drone bringing in power, batteries for the drones, and then another ready to ship out the packaged nitrogen gas and receive empty gas containers. And then a massively overclocked, overcapacity single blueprint for the purposes of packaging the nitrogen gas. Then if we want to come back in here later and overclock this because we suddenly need more, we can. But for right now, this is more than enough. right around here on the back, we'll put in the controls for these floodlights. It's a remote location. We want to make sure it's well lit. But only at night. Okay, so there you go. I'll wait until it's a little darker to take the screenshot, but the screenshot is something like... can I get a good shot of it standing here? Yes, actually. Victory sip. So there's our... nitrogen gas facility. So effectively, we've added nitrogen gas to the drone network. And now anywhere in the world where we need nitrogen gas, we have access to it. I don't think we have anything else, so I'm just going to say thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.